Good morning, everyone. Today we have another really high performing strategy that you guys could apply onto your ad campaigns, from today, and you will start seeing some improvements and sometimes even significant improvements within this week. So, those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Jasim. I'm the founder of Creative Branding. We do meta advertising for e commerce brands and service based businesses, helping them get the best kind of results and the maximum returns on their ad spend. So, we've scaled up to 42 brands so far, managed multi million in ad spend, and generated even more in client revenue. So, one one issue that sometimes people or companies face is that they have a limited amount of ad budget, and a lot of new businesses are often hesitant to spend too much before seeing any results. And what happens is, if you don't spend a significant amount or at least a substantial amount, you don't get to see those kinds of results. So in e-commerce you might get a handful of sales, but they might not be very profitable. And if the business owner is pulling their hand onto the spend and they don't want to spend more, you can't really scale things further. So this is a strategy that you can do is, for example, you have a $50 a day budget and you're getting 1 to 3 sales a day, and you're not scaling past that. Now 1 to 3 sales, they may be profitable, but your revenues aren't growing to the point that you need to. And also for my fellow social media marketing agency owners, their clients might be requiring them to scale the revenues, but they're not allowing a significant amount of ad spend. So what you do is you set up a criteria in which you set a KPI. You give Meta a KPI that I need to get purchases or leads under this amount or under this cost. And if it continues to generate those results under that KPI, it can spend way more than those initial $50 a day. So a thing that I like to do is I set cost per result goals. It can be done on the campaign level, and then you have to assign on the ad set level. So what you do is, historically you've seen that you can get results for, let's say, $25 per purchase. What you do is you switch your campaign from highest volume to cost per result goal, and then you assign the cost per result goal to be slightly over your historical value. So if you used to get purchases for $25, you set it at $35, and instead of the $50 a day budget, you scale it all the way up to, let's say, $300 a day. So what that does is, if it gets you the purchase within that $35, it will keep on spending. It will not limit to $50. It will keep spending until $250. And what that happens is, instead of getting, let's say, 2 sales a day, you end up getting like 6 to 7 sales a day, and all of them within the KPI, being profitable. More spending is done, yes, but the revenue boost is significantly improved as well. So this is something that really helps when the budgets are tight, but you want to scale things up. And when you demonstrate that this is like the performance, this is what you've gotten, you can increase the budgets then, and even show to your clients that this is the promise. You can increase the budgets further, and this is something that really helps. And the plus side of that is, since you set the cost per result goal at 35, it will spend maybe a little more up till, let's say, 40, 42. And if it doesn't get any sale or lead within that budget, it will not spend the whole amount of the daily ad spend. So even if you have it at 250, it's not going to spend 250 in a day if there are no results. So it's like the best way. It's like a win-win strategy in that case, that the budget does not limit the high performing days, but it still does not overspend on low performing days. So this strategy has really helped me scale brands from 8,000 revenue a month all the way to 25, 30, even $46,000 a month in monthly revenue. So give it a shot. Let me know what you think, how the results are. Drop down in the comments below any other strategies that you guys would love to hear.